Are we there yet?
It's behind the scenes, Lake County edition.
Hello Lakefront TV, I'm Ken Facey, and welcome to Fisherman's Cove in beautiful Lake County. This week, they'll be hosting two very special guests, Patrice and Kevin from the Discovery Channel television show, Are We There Yet? And we had the opportunity to go behind the scenes with them, sit down with them, learn about their show, their passion for travel, and why they decided to visit Lake County during this time of year. Let's go check it out.
Welcome to our home. Come on into the RV.
Oh, this is very cool. Very cool. Very spacious.
Yeah.
Very spacious. So walk us around.
Okay, well, this is the living area. You've got your kitchen dinette over here. So right behind you, that whole wall from my driver's seat all the way to the back of the bedroom pushes out. So we now have a ton of room, but we love to hang out here. The whole crew comes in here when we have crew meetings, but this is just our living area. This is my kitchen. I even have an oven, which is very cool. When I do cook inside, I like to cook outside a lot more. And then we come back here into the bedroom. It's a king size bed, very spacious. You got storage everywhere. I mean, we've got just full size closets, you know, for hanging space in here. More storage than we can even fill up, but that's why I can go shopping now in Mount Dora.
Kevin, I should say welcome back to Florida.
Thank you.
You've been here a couple times. You're from here, and you've been here a couple times. So this time around, being in Lake County, what's different to you? What has stood out to you? What's it been like?
Oh gosh, what has stood out to me is how it looks like old Florida charm, but there is still so much new and new activities, and it's been impressive how much there is to do here.
For me, it's lakeside communities. It's really interesting to see that they're all connected by canals, and each lake has its own community tied to it. And I think that's really neat that Tavares and Mount Dora, everybody's a little bit different, but yet the same. And so it's interesting to be able to go from a Tavares one day to a Mount Dora the next, to Claremont. I mean, there's so many things to do in this area, and the development. This place is growing like a weed. It's amazing.
I do love that there is a space for RVers. You know, we love to travel by RV, obviously. And the communities here that offer RV campgrounds, it'll keep us coming back.
I love that. And, you know, speaking from well-traveled RVers, how that even all start? How that journey start, and how did it lead to you getting a network show? And where do you take it into the span of the ever-growing media and RV community?
So it started, I've been a producer. I actually went to the University of South Florida in Tampa, television production. I started a television show back in year 2000. I think it was 20-something years ago. And it was a fishing show. And I did all the production. Patrice did the sales. We had a host of the show. And then, as we all know in this world, COVID hit. And what happened was we couldn't fish. There was such uncertainty, we couldn't produce the show for a full year. So we were on a meeting with Discovery Channel, and Patrice tells this story all the time because it's quite interesting, is that I just had one of those creative moments. They said, well, what are you going to do with your Saturday morning airtime? And I said, well, what about a travel show in an RV? And she's trying to hold her face, but go ahead.
Yeah, that was the biggest struggle for me during that meeting. We've been RVers since 2004 because of that fishing show. So, you know, seeing that RVs were taking off at the time, I get why he threw that out there, but we left that meeting and I was like, what are you talking about? And who is hosting this? Well, here we are going into season 5. We still are doing all the things behind the scenes, but we get to have fun now on camera. And it really, truly is authentic to the way we travel.
This is my 3rd season with Are We There Yet? I've been approached by a good colleague of mine who is also a cinematographer for this show, and they were looking for creative people to join the team, and I was happy to say yes. This was an unbelievable experience to travel the United States and to use my skill set and to bring that talent and that quality of visuals for our clients. And they love it. And then we have a great time. Being home for this episode in Lake County makes it a lot easier because we don't have to go to a hotel. We don't have to find out what the excursions are around for our purposes, you know, like meals and things like that. We get to go home, which is great. But it's nice to bring something to the hometown, you know, to say, hey, here's a national Discovery Channel travel show right here in Lake County.
Now, there's a saying that real Florida, real close,
Yep.
with Lake County being one of the oldest counties in Florida. Why this time of year come to Lake County, and what have you taken away besides just the beautiful environment?
That's a good question. You know, we actually live in Tampa, so our home base is Tampa. We have listened to all of our friends and neighbors who have frequented Mount Dora in this area for years, and we've never been.
Wow.
So when we sit down and say, where do you want to go this year? And we look at places, this was one of the areas that were like, it's not far from Tampa. This is a perfect staycation for us, you know, being only about an hour and a half, and getting to explore the area that, you know, is very old Florida charm. I love that sort of flavor of things, and getting to see it.
Why should people visit Lake County and Lake County, Florida?
I think there are so many people that come to the surrounding area of Orlando and don't realize what this hidden gem is right outside of Orlando. And there's so much to do here. You know, the mouse is over there and he draws plenty of people, but they need to get out of Orlando, that big city vibe, and come out to the country where there are Spanish moss and oak trees. It's an absolutely beautiful community here. The lakes, there are over 1,000 lakes in Lake County. I mean, it's something, wildlife, all kinds of water, fishing. This is the Harris chain of lakes in the state of Florida is the best fishing in the state. People don't realize it's that close to Orlando
Yeah.
Metro. So again, get outside of the big city and come to a place like Lake County. Enjoy the environment.
And
It's
the
beautiful.
quaint downtowns
Yeah.
of all the different contributing communities.
Yeah.
You know, it's just, it's unique. It really is.
I think there's a lot of hidden gems in every town, and Lake County has a lot of them, and there's just not enough exposure. And with a show like Are We There Yet, we're able to find those hidden gems, show the public what we discovered, and share that with everybody. And whether if you're seaplaning or if you're doing an ATV ride or going into a garden or a farm, and there's some great farms still available here in Lake County. And a lot of that stuff people take for granted. Like they're just want to open up their phone and, you know, just scroll all day. So put the phone down, come outside, let me show you what you're missing. And this is what we do.
Stop you.
So our bathrooms right here. We have a single bathroom, and it's really just about how you store things. You know, it's about organization. We're very neat people. We put things away when we get home. So it's just, you know, you got so much storage everywhere. Full size refrigerator. Got all my strawberries in there from yesterday.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Tell me the story about these
The walking sticks?
The walking sticks.
Yeah, so everywhere we go, when we hike, we buy we say you cannot buy the plaque unless you've hiked it. So everything, we still have more that we have to add on there. But those are our hiking sticks that we take with us, and when we earn the plaque, we put it on there.
Oh, I love
and every time you look at it, you remember, and we can talk about it.
I love it.
So
Very,
yeah.
very cool.
And these are some of our explorations that we did. This is the one that Kevin had said we did in Maine. That was a phenomenal hike. And then that's in Arizona. Yep, that's at Antelope Canyon. Yeah.
what do you think your legacy is of this show?
Oh gosh, I'm hoping the legacy of this show is to inspire people to get out and see this country. Whether you're in an RV or you're not, anybody can go and do what we do on the show. We just happen to love it in an RV. I hope the legacy is, number one, get out and go see this country, and do try it in an RV. You might love it.
Yeah.
For sure, inspiring. I've been inspiring people, whether it was to fish in my previous show that we produced, and this one is just what Patrice said, is inspiring people to meet other people.
Yeah.
My favorite part is not only the history and all the things we do, but it's meeting the people of this country. And it's just been wonderful to meet RVers. We're all very like-minded. Patrice has a saying about meeting people. Go ahead, Patrice.
It's the only community where you can walk around in your pajamas, walking your dog, holding a little bag of dog poo, and make friends. I mean,
What better way to meet people?
If you're a traveler, or if you RV, if you camp, this show is a great way of being influenced to new states, new location, hidden gems. It's all about RVing.
Well, the crew is getting ready to explore more of our beautiful Lake County, and you know what? I'm gonna join them. The crew will be back in February to film more episodes of their incredible television show. Until that time, I'm Ken Facey with Lakefront TV, and we'll see you soon.